How IShowSpeed became the propaganda breaker. Let's go.
IShowSpeed has gone through a lot of phases in his career as a content creator. There was his 2021 era where he was getting canceled left and right.
Bro, this was the iconic Speed, though. Bro, this was the trend-setting Speed, bro. This was my childhood, low-key, bro. Like, it's crazy. He actually... Bro, he was such a G. The Kylie lip challenge, y'all remember that, bro? When he was first on the scene, bro, no one was barking like OG Speed. No one was barking like this man right here, bro. This beautiful specimen. No one had the same throat movements, bro. Like, he was crazy. Damn, he has nice-ass teeth, though. I see.
This is the year where he blew up completely out of nowhere and had zero filter.
Yo, low-key hot take, bro. Speed is he's mogging, bro. He's a true Adam, bro. I ain't even gonna lie.
On his streams.
My God.
Bro, like, he low-key pioneering this shit, bro. No one was doing it like Speed, and no one is doing it. Not everyone now is trying to copy Speed, bro. But back in the day, no one was doing it like him. Like, I never seen a man be so angry, like, so filled with rage, bro. Like, that shit was so entertaining.
No, you're black! Say if we're the last two people on Earth, and we had to reproduce to make the world continue, would you, reproduce with me?
Yeah, safe to say this was a completely different person to the Speed we know now. You got 2022 to 2023 Speed, where he matured a bit and started doing IRL streams and events, where he was kind of doing anything.
Bro, he's a genius. I'll explain to you his strategy, bro. You got a dono. Some guy was like, yo, who's your favorite footballer? And he said like some stupid shit that caught on fire, bro. And the thing is, football is the most popular sport in the world. Like, the billions of people watch that shit. So he associated himself with football. So now everyone's like, everyone watches football. And now Speed is this like new thing, and he's doing this, and he's mimicking footballers, and he's going Sui instead of Sue, and it's funny, bro. Get what I'm saying? That's how he blew up, and now he's doing tours all around the world. Because he's associated with football, and everybody all around the world watches football, bro. Like, he's a genius, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. I know Speed looks like an idiot, bro, but he's actually a true Adam genius, bro.
To push the bounds and get clips, but he wasn't as wild as...
Yo, I'm glazing more than like a Krispy Kreme donut right now, bro, but like...
before. And you got what I would say.
What the fuck was he doing? This was the best Speed, though, bro. This was OG W Speed, bro. This was W Speed in the chat. Now he's like all brand friendly and shit, bro. Now he's like, he doesn't bark no more. He's more like tame. Back then he was crazy, bro. When he on the come up, when he was hungry, bro. You get what I'm saying?
From 2024 to now, the global known Speed, where he has these massive IRL tours planned and visits with these crazy crowds following him. He has to have at least 4 security guards surrounding him like the president, or if he doesn't, he'll get dragged out by his limbs from ferocious people in the crowd. But what I noticed from when he does these tours,
bro, when he be jumping in the crowds and they be pulling on his dreads, bro, like straight up dreads coming out, like full on locks, bro. It's crazy. Like, they dead ass. What are they gonna do with Speed's dreads, bro? Like, eat them, bro. You see the King Von memes, bro? When you see a menace, a YN online, they're like, he ate one of King Von's dreads, bro. When you eat the Speed dreads, you just start barking and moving crazy, man.
different countries is that it's no longer just some streamer guy who's filming his experience. It's become a thing where people are getting their intel on how a country is and how its people are by him being there. Because what other way do you get the raw input of a country more than someone walking around with a camera and just talking to random people fully live? Going to random restaurants and events where a lot of people don't even know him and interacting with them. It's to the point where people are now dubbing him the guy that breaks the quote-unquote Western propaganda hold. Showing people how a country actually is instead of whatever the f they got fed from the news or their government. And we can see—
Bro, why am I seeing this guy, bro? This actor, the Barbie actor, bro. Like, what does he have to do with this?
This more than ever now that he started his
Ryan Gosling.
Tour. Vid started his Africa live stream tour on December 29th, and his plan is to visit 20 countries in 28 days. And immediately when he announced it, already started having a panic attack. Speed! Africa? Bro, be careful there, man. We can't lose you. You might get captured by a militia group or some—
Y'all is moving crazy, bro. Africa is not a war zone, gang. I mean, part of it is, but Africa's actually chill, bro. Like, y'all moving crazy. And don't trust me, bro. Speed has way more security than he needs, bro. Like, he's got plenty, bro.
Somalian pirates randomly. Deadass, you can go on Twitter on the post and see how many people were scared for him and hating on him going there. Which is crazy because every country he's went to has never gotten this much hate. And that's not even counting that it's before he even went. Like,
Bro, Drake is such a lovable guy, bro. He's just trying to be himself, you know? He's just the zesty bestie, man. You get what I'm saying?
you can't wait and then judge for yourself in his streams. Do you think he's seriously dumb enough to not research where the most dangerous countries are and is just going to every single place there? This should prove to anyone that in 2026, in the time where almost everyone in the world has access to all information online with the touch of...
Bro, I want you guys to know that your favorite streamer, like the people that are famous, like legit famous, like you can ask your friend about them and they know them, those people have teams of like hundreds of people working. Like they're genuinely in industry. They're like business, bro. Like you think he's this some guy in his room. Nah, he's basically a show. It's a TV show. Like it's basically he's Jimmy Fallon on the Tonight Show, whatever the fuck it's called, bro. Like he's got people doing everything and he's just in front of the camera. You get what I'm saying? Like someone's planned, someone's came up with the Africa tour idea, someone's coming up with the security, someone's coming up with where we should film. Like he's just going around, you know, being himself. Personality.
A button. That propaganda will always stay locked in. These people actually believe every African country looks like an episode of National Geographic. They're gonna touch down, walk...
It's the same shit, bro. I'm pausing a lot, I know, but like, this is the same shit, bro, the Middle East, bro. People just think it's one big desert and we're riding camels to school and shit, bro. Like, calm the fuck down, gang. Like, it is not like that, bro.
Out the airport and start having to manhandle a lion trying to eat them, having to fight some tribal men throwing spears at them from huts. And look, I'm obviously not saying every...
Or dead ass, one time I asked my friend and I was like, yo, he was from Nigeria, and I was like, yo, how's Nigeria? And he was like, yo, like Nigeria, like we were like hunting with spears and they were teaching us how to like bow and arrow. And a dead ass, like 2 hours he spent convincing me that they in school they taught him how to fish with a spear and fucking shoot darts, bro, shoot arrows. Like he genuinely convinced us, and then like 2 hours later he was like, I can't believe y'all actually believe that shit, bro. So I can't lie, I'm kind of a victim of it myself, bro. I'm kind of an offender, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, but like shit, like y'all be stereotyping, bro. Like
African country is perfect and has a stable government. If Speed took one step down in South Sudan, Somalia, or the Congo, we would be seeing Speed's face on the tombstone by now. But to generalize a whole continent with 1.48 billion people on it is hilarious. You can go on YouTube and search up footage of these countries' cities and see how it looks. It's not that hard. So far with his streams, they've been going good and everyone's been nice. People are even going up to him with custom art to give him as a gift for coming.
What sort of fucking art is that? What are you supposed to say, bro? You can't tell them it's shit. You will genuinely get kidnapped, bro. That guy's not playing.
He made this whole art piece. This whole art piece. Oh, you can feel it too.
That's hard.
He made the whole art piece with this little hammer right here.
The please Speed, I need this, bro.
This usually some they do after somebody dies in commemoration, but they love this man so much they got him painted on street walls. Because to them, him coming and showing off their country and how normal it is means so much to them. They already know how many people still think Africa is dirt huts and riding donkeys, so it's refreshing seeing someone...
Bro, I was genuinely convinced it was like that, bro. Like, he spent 2 hours convincing me it's like that. And then, like, at the end of it all, he was like, bro, like, y'all genuinely fell for that shit. Like, y'all was some smooth-brain motherfuckers, bro. And I can't lie, as someone who's a victim of it myself, I was disappointed in myself, bro.
As big as Speed to show it's not. There isn't a single person either that did something weird, like making fun of him for being a black American and not knowing his lineage. And with all this footage we've got so far, people have now started to compare this with his tour in Europe, which overall, I would say was still pretty good and positive. But the amount of racism he faced was
night and day.
You could say since he's in Africa, he technically can't face racism because it's the same people as him. But if you're African, you know exactly how serious them tribes move and get. If your ass identifies as the wrong tribe in a certain area, they will not take it too kindly. Racism is like the first layer of things, but when you peel it back, there's always something that ends up being the replacement. Shoot, look at America. People always forget that damn near every immigrant group was hated on when coming in, even if they were white. The Irish or the Italians or the Greeks, it doesn't just happen at the skin level. But it's all positive experiences for Speed, and no one bring up anything weird like that. Meanwhile, in Europe, there was random fans coming up to him, not even saying hi, and blatantly saying the N-word to him.
Yeah, bro, handing him bananas and shit, bro. But that's the shit that went viral, I can't even lie. Like, those are the clips I saw, bro. Like, it's Speed going to Belgium, and all I know is some guy came up to him, handed him a banana, and called him a monkey, bro. Like, that's all I hear.
all types of weird racial stuff to try and get a reaction out of him.
Luke, Kniga.
Bro, stop playing with me, bro. Out the way, keep it here.
Nah, bro, I should not be laughing, bro. I'm an elf for laughing, bro. Yo, I redact my laugh, bro. What the fuck? Why am I laughing, bro?
Imagine going to the grocery store, spending money on a banana just to throw it at your favorite streamer. And I don't care what anybody says, that shit is weird as f. You'll get people like, well, they don't know any better. The words don't mean much in their country. Or, man, Tommy, you can't take a joke and troll. Come on, man, you're such a snowflake. If they know it's bad enough to get a reaction out of him that's angry, then they should know it's a bad thing. I get confused seeing this because I would never go up to a random famous person vlogging here and say a slur in their nation to get their attention. Like, if you're having one of the biggest creators on social media right now touring your country and giving it exposure, the last thing you want to do is give a bad look for you and your people. There was also a lot of nice fans he met there, and I'm not saying it's everyone doing it there, but this trend happened in every country.
Yo, like, I don't understand nationalism, like being so patriotic and shit. But like, I view humans as like citizens of the world, bro. Like fucking being so patriotic about borders and shit. It's so weird to me, man. Like, to get more deep, bro. But like oh yeah, I'm this, and I'm like, oh, and I'm so prideful, and I'm so like, bro, you do know that's something people drew borders, and this is a way for them to convince you to go and die for them, to die for the military. Like, you do realize that, like, it's weaponized. Your ancestors lived all over the place. They were tribe. They were moving. The world was their home, bro. This specific piece of land, you're willing to die for. Why? Because you're convinced that you're this and you're that, and they're telling you what to be. I'm a citizen of the world, bro. I don't fucking care. Like, genuinely, it doesn't matter to me. It's just some bullshit. It's like some politics, bro. It's some rich people shit, bro, cutting up the world and telling you you should die for this land because you're this person. Shut up, bro. I'm a citizen of the world, bro. On some real shit.
In China, he was getting stuff thrown at him. It's so funny too because you'll have a group of racist people talk about how Africans have no civility in class. Meanwhile, this is the treatment Speed gets in Europe. The only country he got dragged by his hair out was in Europe. I can almost guarantee you a white person that travels to an African country.
Bro, he went in that crowd with full-on dreads and came out with a buzz cut, bro. Like, I am not kidding. Like, they harvested all the dreads, bro. Sakuna's fingers are all been harvested, bro. Some guy's barking all over the place from consuming the Speed dreads.
Won't even get 5% of what Speed got in his Europe streams. Anytime I see a vlogger that's white from America or the UK go to an African country, you always see the people welcoming, giving them gifts, teaching them their cultures and dances. I guarantee Speed felt some type of way leaving certain countries there because I know I would. Some people were even worried on his trip because at times he looked depressed and like he didn't even want to be there. It's one thing trying to say jokes on the internet and get a rise out of somebody without being in person. It's another thing being in person and doing that same thing. Like, that's so degrading to feel like as a human. If I saw a bunch of these little kids making monkey noises at me, I'm gonna teach them what would happen in Chicago if they did it. Now we can talk about China, which happened some time ago.
Yo, Tommy, stop the cat, bro. You ain't doing shit. You are not gonna turn into Prime King Von, bro. Respectfully.
Even I was shocked at how much emotion he had there. I might have fell for the propaganda myself too, because I'd be forgetting they still know American content creators and watch them. I thought the Great Chinese Firewall was ironclad, but apparently a lot of people in China just watch YouTube by turning on a VPN. And
bro, that's what everyone, bro. You do that in other countries. Like, you do that in the UK because they have bans on everything. You have to use your ID to listen to music on Spotify, apparently. I wouldn't know because I have that shit on 24/7, bro. Like, so many countries have bans. Like, a lot of countries I've visited, you can't even, like, open Roblox, bro. Like, I read that ass. Like, as a kid, I had to use a VPN to open Roblox, bro. Like, shit is crazy.
also, he got reposted so much while he was in China on Chinese social media that he became a celebrity in that short time he was there. And 3 days of being in China on Chinese TikTok, he got 2.3 million followers. Some people there ain't even know him. They just took a pic with him because they saw everyone doing it.
Wait, what?
Million followers.
Damn, bro.
$5. Some people there ain't even know him. They just took a pic with him because they saw everyone doing it. Restaurants there were advertising that Speed visited on posters so people would eat there. With China's streams, what broke the so-called Western propaganda, at least to my view, is the fact that America and other places are supposed to be seen as the most advanced technological places. And when Speed went to China, people saw how it wasn't even close. They not only have high-speed rail subway stations through damn near the whole country, but he could still stream in the subway with 5G Wi-Fi and had no connection.
And then they say in America, at least you have freedom, bro. At least you can do this and speak your mind and do this. Bro, you can't even do that anymore, gang. You genuinely can't, bro. You're suppressed. And it's like, we're genuinely falling behind. Like, the West in general is falling behind.
The fact they got good Wi-Fi built up enough in the subway so he can stream in HD is already advanced as hell. And in almost any city in China, he showed that you get full 5G Wi-Fi for free. I'd be scared to connect to airport Wi-Fi here, let alone a city Wi-Fi. I feel like I'm gonna wake up one day after connecting to airport Wi-Fi and see a Mossad agent looking at me through some spyware. People also didn't know how good Chinese cities looked until—
Bro, Netanyahu needs to get off my Google Chrome, bro. Like, I'm dead ass, bro. I know he's watching me, bro. I know he's watching me goon, bro. Like, get the fuck off my Google Chrome, gang. He's in my incognito, bro.
Speed started showing them, which once again is literally one search on Google to see. But throughout his streams, he was showing drone footage of the biggest cities there, which do look insane.
This is crazy.
Damn, bro.
Oh my God. This is crazy. Show the whole city. Tell Taylor to switch back real quick.
Taylor, switch back to us real quick for a minute.
The wild thing about all this is because he was showing their cities on stream, he started to get accused of being a Chinese spy and operative trying to do propaganda for the country, to the point where his cameraman had to make a statement saying they've gotten $0 from the Chinese government. It's not like Speed went on his stream every day and was like, the empirical rule of Xi Jinping is the greatest, most amazing rule with zero corruption and there are no problems in this country. To the internet, if he isn't a staunch critic of the Chinese government 24/7, then he might as well be a spy. You never see this criticism when someone from another country visits America. It's always the opposite way. Two things can be true at once. China has good technology and actually, you know,
Yeah, but like, the America is much more likely to do it. Like, I can see China maybe doing that. But it's like, at the same time, bro, America's like, no, not anymore, bro. I can't lie, America's like, they would do anything at this point. But back in the day, they were like a lot more. I don't know, man.
Invest citizens' tax dollars into the people, and has at times government corruption where the people can't do much to fight against it. The people there also did the same thing, showed him love by giving him gifts for even coming. I feel like if he was being paid by the Chinese government as propaganda, the American government would have found out and exposed him for it by now. You don't think the CIA was already watching—
Imagine the White House just fucking reposting a Speed clip. He was getting paid. Fucking Xi Jinping paid his ass. Bro, that would be hilarious, bro.
Move he was doing there. They probably had a custom—
Just knowing somewhere in the world, America, in Washington, they would have like a round table where all the government officials, just white old men, bro, just sat in a circle watching IShowSpeed bark at Chinese women. Shit would be beautiful, bro.
task force assigned to Speed to see everything he was doing in China. People may not notice it, but creators have fully taken over how the public perception is on global issues. Before, when it was just news channels, it was way worse because you got one perspective, which most of the time was biased. Also, the people at these news channels could be paid off too, and without social media, it was way harder for the public to find out. The main way people's minds used to change is big actors or musicians showing different places. MJ was the real master at this. It was a part of why he was so big. And nowadays, it may start off with something simple like Speed visiting Africa or China and someone seeing something cool there, then that person doing their own research and deciding to visit after realizing it's not as bad as they were told. Anyways, that's gonna be all for now. Happy New Year, and let me know what type of propaganda y'all fall for. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok.
W video, bro. I'll leave his channel in the description and subscribe to me, boys. I post videos like this shit every day, so you already know, bro.